really just have to start. What do I mean? Think about this. You're in a new city. No GPS, no real-time maps, just an incomplete map in your hand, and you have a day off tomorrow. You want to explore, so you call up your local friend and ask what's fun to do around here. He tells you there's this breathtaking waterfall, and it's easy to get to. All you have to do is get on the express train and then transfer to a slower train at the stop with the clock tower. Simple. The next day, you put on your sneakers, bring your camera, and the next thing you know, you're at the train station. But you still don't know which train's aboard. So you look at your map, and there are two different lines that intersect with slower trains, and both have a stop at the clock tower. Suddenly, you're paralyzed. You might stand there for hours, studying, and trying to guess which track is the right one. You might waste the whole day standing on the platform. You might do the exact same thing the next day you're free. But what if you let go of the need to be right? The need to perfectly experience the path you want? Personally, I think I get myself stuck in holes a lot. I find myself wanting to be perfect. And although this channel is living proof of trying to let that go for the sake of progression over perfection, I'm not perfect at that yet. Which, yes, I see the irony. A lot of times in my life, I didn't do something or say something because I was scared. Scared that it wasn't the perfect time or the perfect person to say it to. And I remember trying to curate every single word to make perfect sense. The truth is, this video isn't about perfection or overcoming it. It's about idleness of any type. Perfection is only one thing that stops my progress. Another is uncertainty. Sometimes it even wears a mask of functionality. Will it work? Does it make sense? Is it a waste of time? I recently saw this exact mental loop and took a step back. A project that I really want to build. Motivation isn't the issue. Perfection isn't the issue. I mean, I'm just planning it. The problem is I can't seem to find a good enough data source. Some aren't what I need. Some have terms of service I can't abide by. Some might work, but I'm not sure. Obviously, the first two types are eliminated. So that leaves me with about 3 to 5 different sources that could work, but I'm not sure. So I try to save myself time down the road. So what do? I dive into researching them. This one has these pros, this other one has these, but they still might not work. So I'm back where I started. Now let's pause. Normally, I would be obsessed with finding out from the start which one will work. But this time I took a different approach. I picked one at random. I might as well have just flipped a coin and started working with it. I haven't finished it yet, but what I realized is to just try something. What is it I'm afraid of? Looking stupid? Yes. But everyone, every living thing has at one point done something stupid. And guess what? After that point, they most likely haven't repeated it. If it doesn't work, try something else. And if that doesn't work, try something else. It's good old-fashioned trial and error. There's a point some may argue. Say you got on the wrong train. The longer you spend riding that train, the more expensive and time-consuming the return trip will be. And yes, there is some merit to that. However, you have to look at it like a balancing scale. At what point will the cost of doing nothing outweigh the cost of being wrong? That point will come because sooner or later, the person that got on the wrong train will realize they're not going where they want to go, and they'll find the right train simply through process of elimination. Whereas the person that is trying not to go the wrong way will still be in the same spot. But if this is so obvious, why don't you just do it? Like a lot of people with a variety of problems, I tend to unnecessarily intellectualize my hurdles. If I was running on a track and there was a bunch of hurdles, I'd probably stop running, walk up to the hurdle and measure it. making sure I could jump over it. Maybe even measure how much of a running start I would need. Instead, I could A, trust myself, or B, try it. And if I fail and tumble, at least I'll keep moving on to the next. I think the same applies when you have no direction. Let's go back to your free day. Say this time your friend has no clue. You don't have the internet or any information about what's fun to do around you. You can A, do nothing, but that's not exciting. That doesn't make your soul feel alive. So you choose B, do something. So you go to the train station. Let's say there's two of you. Person A sits there in front of the map and tries to figure out from the straight and angled lines what he could do on a day like today. Maybe he does it for the whole day. Person B closes his eyes, randomly picks a spot, and moves. Maybe he doesn't even look at the map, he just gets on a train. Maybe he ends up finding a cool cafe, a fun park, a bookstore. Or maybe he finds the absolute worst tasting coffee he has ever encountered. Guess what? Next time he knows not to go there. Over time, person B will find more things that he both dislikes and likes, and he'll know where he wants to go on his days off. Person A might never end up finding anything, or maybe he'll find exactly what he's looking for on the first try. Who knows? But this is my anecdote. And the person that tries the most will find his way more often than the person that does nothing. Now, this video is not an excuse to become a complete idiot, nor am I saying to actively put yourself in harm's way just because you want to try everything. It is simply a warning to stop intellectualizing your stagnant state. You cannot overcome the cognitive hole you have put yourself in, nor the physical inaction by simply thinking about it. You need to act. You might have thought it was a good idea to stop in wet concrete, but you cannot think your way out of hardened concrete. You need to act, whether it's getting a jackhammer, a chisel, or a concrete saw. The same way the person staring at the map has to change. He physically has to move. He has to get on a train. He has to do something and be okay with it. Do this with everything. This way, you build the habit of moving, not the habit of inertia. You're not born into life knowing everything. You're meant to figure it out. We've all heard it in some form or another. Trial and error. Rome wasn't built in a day. Trust the process. It's not a new concept. It's not a difficult concept. The battle is overcoming the excuses your own brain makes to keep you safe. Using only the tools it knows, because it itself stopped experimenting. But you haven't. You will figure it out. It will work. Either because you find the exact train you need to take, or because every wrong platform you stepped on guided you to the right one. Regardless, it all starts the same way. You taking a step, taking action, making a decision that you just have to start.